made really good progress on our fundraiser, and we're very excited about that. Over the last week, our listeners have donated nearly $1,000 just in 1 week. Nearly $1,000 to expand our project, so that is awesome. We really appreciate it. That puts us 25% of the way to our goal in the first week of February, of which there are 4 weeks. So, you know, I'm feeling really good about getting where we want to be by the end of the month. And I think that y'all are going to like what we do with the money. I think that we are, you know, as unionists and organizers and people who, you know, we have been, you know, Adam and I have both in separate capacities, you know, been responsible for the dues money of members. You know, I think that we're pretty conservative in the way that we, you know, spend people's money, and we want to try to make the best of it. And so just to recap for folks that weren't able to listen last week, we made a big announcement about the future of the show. We went into detail about where we're at now and where we want to be after the expansion. That video is on our YouTube page, so I'm not going to go into as much detail explaining what we're going to be doing, but in brief, the deal is that we want to expand the project, we want to do more, and that's going to cost money. Specifically with the expansion, we're going to begin doing original reporting by the Valley Labor Report. Some of that's going to be done in-house by myself and Adam. Some of that is going to be done by freelancers that we are going to hire to report on specific stories, maybe stories that they have more context with than we do, or maybe stories that they can be geographically closer to so that they can actually speak to people in person. We are going to do a new weekly show dedicated to labor history and education as an Adam solo project. So that's not going to be like a news of the day, not going to be commenting on this or that thing that's happening online. It's going to be totally labor history and education, and I think that's really cool. And we're going to be able to secure broader syndication of our work, both for written content and for in getting on more radio stations. Those are our goals, and to increase our output this much, we're going to shift a lot of the organization from a volunteer status to paid positions so that they can focus more time on the project. You know, I mean, as much as, you know, as much as you can do with volunteer labor, there is definitely a limit, and I think that we're pretty close to hitting that limit here in this project. And so we want to be able to, we want to pay folks so that they can set aside more of their time to work on the project. We're going to be paying the people that come on staff $20 an hour. I'm going to stay on as a volunteer, and by our calculations, this is going to require approximately $3,000 to $4,000 a month more than we are bringing in right now. So we're talking to unions and other organizations about coming on as financial sponsors or increasing their sponsorship. We've got some commitments and, you know, some tentative interest, but in the meantime, what we wanted to do is crowdfund the first month for money for the first month so that we could operate at that capacity to show unions and workers and potential donors that, hey, you know, maybe it's worth it to come on as a sponsor of this project. Maybe it's worth having this, you know, having this project expanded, their capacity expanded, their ability to do, you know, their ability to do more. So that's kind of the thinking there. So yeah, we made that announcement last week. The reception was really great. We've raised nearly $1,000 already. We appreciate everybody that has donated. We really appreciate your support so far. And if you haven't donated yet and can, then please do so at tvlr.fm/expand. That is tvlr.fm/expand. You can also send us a check to our P.O. Box. That is P.O. Box 10047, Huntsville, Alabama 35801. P.O. Box 10047, Huntsville, Alabama 35801. So you can send us a check there or donate online at tvlr.fm/expand. But, you know, I understand that sometimes people want something a little bit more tangible for your money. You know, a little bit more tangible than I'm going to be supporting this project and helping them do a little bit more. And I understand that. So if that's the case, if that's, this position that you find yourself in, we've got something for you too, because today we are opening pre-orders for a new t-shirt with artwork by Tabitha Arnold. Tabitha Arnold has done lots of great work. I believe she was it her or Maggie Crabapple that did, I think it was Maggie Crabapple that did the cover for Max's book. But she's done a lot of good stuff. You'll definitely recognize the style when we show it to you. And so let's go ahead and cycle through the colors that we have on that on the YouTube screen so that people can see it. If you are, and if you're not watching us on YouTube, then you can go to our store, tvlr.fm/store. That's where you can check it out. So as you can see, we've got a black shirt with a white design. We've also got a white shirt with a black design. And just a reminder, if you're not watching us on YouTube, then you can go to our store and you can see these colors yourself. tvlr.fm/store. We have a red design with a black, we have a red shirt with a black design and a red shirt with a white design. And we also have a navy shirt. So very cool. I think the shirts are really cool. I'm really excited about these shirts. And further, these shirts are, we all have the, we've all got these organization t-shirts that are like really harsh material. They're like Gildan type stuff. These are obviously 100% union made in America, obviously. But even with shirts like that, sometimes it's just like the quality isn't like what you would get if you go into like, a nice retail store or something and you get a graphic t-shirt. And so we wanted to do something, we wanted to get a little bit higher quality of t-shirt. And so we went with American Roots. They make high quality, soft, really high end, like retail level shirts. They sent us a sample shirt because they're so confident in the shirts that they put out. And it definitely sold us. We really like it. Very soft, very high quality, 100% union made in America by American Roots. They're a manufacturing print shop and shirt manufacturing and print shop in Maine. So really,
with a fully unionized staff, I believe through the United Steelworkers, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. That's correct. And I believe they're woman-owned too, I think.
Yeah, so I know from the pictures it's a very diverse crew that they have working there, and that's great. A lot of reasons to do business with them, and really appreciate the partnership.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So definitely go to our store, tvlr.fm/store. Try it out. They're $32 for a local pickup. And you add some more if it needs to be shipped to you. But if you're local in the area, like in Huntsville, or me personally, and you reasonably expect that we'll be able to run into, or we can run into each other at a certain point, and you're fine with waiting for that, feel free to just get the local pickup option for $32. It will be a little bit more if it needs to be shipped. And I know that's kind of pricey, but when you count the artwork that we paid for, we paid Tabitha to do, we commissioned this artwork. We paid her to do this. The shirts are, they're high quality, so they are high price. And the way that we did the math, we figure we need to sell them at $27.70 just to break even, right? So even at $32, we're not making a whole lot of money on this. Not making a killing by a long shot, but I think they'll be worth it. So yeah, if you want to support the expansion fundraiser for that we've got going during February, you can donate at tvlr.fm/expand. If you want to buy a shirt, which will obviously help us, as we try to expand the project, you can go to our store on tvlr.fm/store. You can check out the colors, buy one of these shirts. We have sizes from extra small to 5XL. I confirmed with them that they make 5XL. So So, all shapes and sizes, extra small to 5XL. And you can check that out on our store, tvlr.fm/store. Also, don't forget to take our listener feedback survey. Adam posted that in the YouTube chat. And pre-orders for that shirt are going to be ending on the 28th of February, so they'll be shipping out sometime in March.
And thank you to everyone who has contributed so far, everyone who's taken the survey so far. It really means a lot. We appreciate it, and we take your concerns seriously, and it's really been very helpful as we plan this expansion.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.